Hello, how are you doing today? This is John Zimmerman with AlgebraTestHelper.com, and I just had something in my mind. I want to kind of get it out there and share with you. And it's this question: Is why is the U.S., the United States, ranked so low in math as far as world ranking goes? We're like 34th, or I don't even count anymore. It's just almost like you can't even believe that we're so far behind as far as world ranking goes in math. And I'm sure you've heard the news reports say, well, the United States is falling back, in reading and math, and countries like China or Singapore, they're like way up there. This is not a good situation. Okay, we're talking about the country that the United States that has, just a massive amounts of track record in technology, math, and science. We're like the forerunners of how why our world has changed. I mean, at least in the last 100 years, you talk about the space program, all the various other technologies that have come out of the United States. Why is it? What's happening in our country that's causing us to be ranked so low? Well, a lot of people will go ahead and just blame it on the schools, or blame it on the teachers, and maybe all that has a part of it, but that has something to do with it, obviously. And people, it could just so conveniently say, oh, it's the schools. Schools over here. Schools are, here, let me write that a little better. Schools are bad, All right, and you can see the media and a lot of folks are beating up on teachers and schools and everything else. And, and there's some truth that, hey, our schools maybe aren't what they used to be, okay? But I think more importantly than that, okay, there's something going on and a lot of minds of Americans, okay, especially during this time, this recession. We're not feeling so hot about ourselves, okay. And I think the times where maybe the 90s or or early 2000s, things were a little bit better. Um, things came a little bit easier to this country. There was a boom. Okay. In the meantime, we didn't have to work as hard, but guess what? A lot of other countries have been working a lot harder, a lot harder, a lot harder, and maybe it's our work ethic, okay, and the values that we're instilling in our children. And I'm a parent myself, so I'm pointing the finger at myself just as much as anybody else. It's our thinking, okay. It's the way we perceive ourselves, and so now we hear these news reports constantly over many, many years. Hey, the United States is ranked and bad. We're falling behind. China is taking over. Guess what? That's getting drilled into our minds. Okay, and we got a real image problem. Okay, we're a lot of young people are hearing this, and then they're hearing all the things about, oh, the schools are bad, teachers are bad, education's a crisis. You know what? That's not good. So what am I trying to? What's the point here that I'm trying to get out here is what, you have to take responsibility for your kids' attitude. Okay, it's what's going into their mind. Okay, and as a country, we need to start putting in a lot of positive things into our mind. We need to have a whole makeover and saying, listen, yeah, we went through a terrible recession. We're still in it, and yeah, maybe we're falling behind, but we need to get a little national pride here and say, hey, we need to get back to be number one, okay, and we really need to do it. And it's not going to just be the schools, okay. You just don't send your children off and everybody at the schools are going to take care of the situation. This has got to be a total effort, okay. This is students, teachers, parents, communities, government, the whole everything. Okay, and we all have to pull together to get back to be number one, because that is where we're supposed to be. Okay, we don't need to be ranked down here at 34 or whatever the case is. It's ridiculous. Okay, so do your part. You know, be proud and be an example. Okay, so if you're watching this video, say, listen, yeah, I'm in the United States, but guess what? I can succeed here, and it's still the greatest country in the world, and I can do really, really well. But we need more people out there that is going to, spread this attitude around. If not, our country is, is unfortunately going to be heading in the wrong direction. Instead of being ranked number 34, we'll be like 104, okay, behind Antarctica or something like that. We can't have that. Okay, it's just not. It's not the destiny of this country. Okay. Well, anyways, I needed to get this off my mind, and hopefully this inspired some of you out there to at least feel pumped up and make a difference. All right. So you have a great day, and thanks for listening.